What's going on, listeners? Welcome back to another installment of the Just Listen Lounge. I'm your host, Condix in the Second, also known as Kasa. And we back with another one, man. And look, man, I know last week I didn't come to y'all with another episode, man. But look, man. If y'all paid attention, I put in the community tabs. Y'all probably didn't pay attention. I mean, I don't really think nobody really paid attention to the community tabs for real. But I put in my community tabs that I wasn't going to be able to make another video last week due to the fact that I was sick. I had a sinus infection and I wasn't able to record. So unfortunately, y'all didn't get episode 3 of the Just Listen Lounge. But this week we back with another video, man. I told y'all we being consistent. We staying consistent. This is a weekly thing. I know I didn't do it last week, but we gonna act like that didn't happen. We gonna scratch that. This is a weekly thing. We're going to continue to go crazy on these uploads, and I'm just gonna continue to push out the best content for y'all. So for today's episode of the Just Listen Lounge, we are going to be reviewing Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign's collab album, Vultures Volume 1. This album came out on February 9th, so I'm like a week late in terms of the review. I still want to give my opinion and input on this album and really share it with y'all so y'all can, kind of discuss it in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Tell me if I'm tripping about like a certain song or like if I rated the album too high or too low. We can have that discussion, man. Y'all can put it in the comments. That's the point of this review, man. I want to hear y'all thoughts. I want y'all to hear my thoughts. It's give and take. You know what I'm saying? So, and by the way, y'all, let me give y'all a quick story. Yesterday, by the way, my light died on me. Yeah, it did. So we're working with that. But not last week, but yesterday, I was recording the episode, the third episode, which was the episode I'm recording now. Y'all get what I'm saying. I was doing my review yesterday, and I go to edit the video, and I see that my audio didn't pick up on the mic. So I was like, okay, well, this is just all great and jolly. First off, my light goes dead on me. Then my mic doesn't want to pick up. Let me make sure yep, it's on. Y'all see that green? I did the episode yesterday, and the audio didn't pick up. So yeah, now I'm recording this video again. But I'm kind of glad because like the first time I recorded, I really didn't like it because I felt like I wasn't giving my 100% to the entire video. So I'm kind of glad that I'm being able to do this again. So yeah, that's that. But hey man, sometimes you just gotta roll with it, man. You just gotta charge to the game. That's what we doing today. But yeah, like I said, y'all, we reviewing Vultures Volume 1 by Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign. Let's get into it. So this was an album that originally had 16 songs, but one song got taken down. It was good, Don't Die. And it was taken down, I think, for like sample issues. I think it was like whoever Kanye sampled, I think they didn't clear the sample, so I think it was something with that. Now it has 15 songs, but I'm gonna let y'all know the Good Don't Die song. It was a good song. Uh, I really don't remember how it went honestly because I listened to it like one time and that was my initial listen to the album. But other than that, I really don't remember how the song went. But yeah, we just gonna be reviewing 15 songs that are currently on the track list. And Not Good Don't Die. Starting off the album, we have the track titled Stars. It was a song that was actually very good. It was a very good intro to start off the album. It also seemed like it could have fit on like Donda or Jesus is King, which are like two albums where Kanye kind of expressed his spiritual side on an album. But I feel like Stars, it would have fit like on a album more so like Donda. And I really like the heavy usage of the choir in this song particularly, which really added a special touch to it. Kanye's verse was good. Ty Dolla $ign, he came in, did great. By the way, y'all, let me preface this before we get into this review. Ty Dolla $ign is the MVP of this album. I know everybody was excited because Kanye was on here, but bro, Ty Dolla $ign was the MVP. This man really came through and made the album way better. Not saying that it was gonna be a bad album without him, but like Ty Dolla Sign's presence on this album is very felt. I just gotta go ahead and give Ty Dolla Sign his flowers before we even get into this, man, because he really stepped on here. So has Kanye as well. So yeah, Stars, it was a good album. Not Stars, it was a good song. Oh, boy, I thought my mic went on. I was about to say. Next, we have the song Keys to My Life. And this song, it was decent. It was okay. It wasn't something that was like, too crazy or something that you had to write home about. It was a pretty okay song. I really didn't like the majority of the song. Like the verses were cool. Kanye had a cool verse. Same thing with Ty Dolla Sign. But at the end, I don't know if that was a sample, like an artist that Kanye sampled, or that was like an artist who just did some background vocals for him. But whoever did that, she snapped. Not going in cap, bro. Like this song is very similar to a song that we're gonna talk about later, which is Beg Forgiveness with Chris Brown. But bro, whoever she is, I think it's a she. It sounded like she, so we just gonna roll with she. Whoever she is, she really snapped on that song, like seriously. But other than that, the song, it wasn't nothing too special. It was, you know, it was okay. All right, for the third song, we have Paid. And this song, it was more like upbeat. It was more so upbeat. It kind of like set the tone, like, okay, we can have fun with this album. You can move your body, you can go crazy with this. It was kind of like, it kind of reminded me of like Afrobeat in a way. But I like the hook. The hook was very catchy. Um, and it really just expresses the freeness of this album. This song is very similar. What I realized about this album, these songs kind of correlate with each other a lot, which really kind of, I guess, shapes up the album very well in my opinion. But Paid, it was a very cool song. It was very fun. I really like how Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign curated this song and made it into what it is right now. Next, we have Talking with Kanye West's own daughter, Northwest. And this is a song that like initially I was like kind of critical of because I heard Northwest on. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna cap y'all. No offense to the kids, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not a big fan of artists putting their kids on their song. Like Drake when he put Adonis on that one song, and Dirk when he put his daughter on that one song. It's like, bro, okay, you know what I'm saying. I get you trying to put your child on, but it's like I don't know. Maybe that's not for me to say. Maybe that's not for me to say right now because I don't have kids. I don't know, what I'm saying, like what their goal was, but I'm not a big fan of it. The song kind of grew on me more and more as I listened to it, especially with Northwest, like her verse. It was kind of catchy. It's your bestie, Miss West. I don't care. She snapped, bro. And that's another thing. Like it kind of shows me that Kanye's artistic traits kind of rubbed off on her in a sense, because like you could tell, like when you see like interviews, this kind of like a side note, but like when you see, like, for example, like, have y'all seen like the headlines of North, like when she be saying like, oh, I love being around my dad. She says that she wants to go into music, she wants to go into art, she was going to a lot of different things. So I like that she is not limited with her skill set. But that's kind of besides the point. But it was very vocally proficient in the second half of the song. I really like Ty Dolla Sign's verse. It really I guess pushed the message of him and also Kanye really like learning the ins and outs of fatherhood. You can really hear the Ty Dolla Sign's verse. But the song was good. Like I said, it grew on me throughout time. All right, next we have Back to Me with Freddie Gibbs. Now look, y'all, I ain't gonna count. This is one of my favorite songs from the album. I heard this song like 2-3 months ago, like when Kanye was doing like these rave shows and stuff where he was previewing the music. I heard it then, and like I heard it on SoundCloud. I heard like the whole version then, so I'm like, okay, like this song is pretty good. But bro, it's like hearing it on this album. It's such a great song. I wish they had everybody on here, which is another song that was like pretty like popular, but it wasn't on the album. So with same thing as Good Don't Die, it was like sampling issues. But anyways, Back to Me is one of my favorite songs on the album. Ty Dolla Sign's his flow and his voice fit very well on the chorus, which led into Kanye's very good verse. Like I think this is one of Kanye's best verses on his album. By the way, Freddie Gibbs had the best feature on this entire album. I don't want to hear no Cardi. I don't want to hear no Rich the Kid. Let's get some love to Freddie Gibbs, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though my boy Gunna said he don't mess with you, let's get some love to Freddie Gibbs, man. Okay, that boy came through and he snapped for real. He really did. I'm just gonna continue to keep speaking praise of Ty Dolla $ign. Any chorus that he's on, he's going to make it 100 times better. Not saying that this song wasn't going to be good without him, but it's just the added touch that he had with his voice and his sound. You'll be running back to me, like, bro, that was fire. Like, bro, y'all need to, like I said, bro, y'all need to start giving my boy Ty Dolla $ign his flower, cause that man, he really been making hits. He been making like some of these songs really pop, and people don't give him his credit, bro. So let's give some credit to my boy Ty Dolla $ign. But Back to Me, nonetheless, it's a great song. Seriously. All right, next we kind of like not in the middle, but like we're approaching the middle of the album. We're approaching kind of like that interlude. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. It really didn't make sense, but we kind of like approaching like the I guess like not the bulk. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, man. Y'all, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I had 8 a.m. this morning. I'm still kind of tired. Brain not functioning like it should. My light is dead. I had to record this video again. Right now I should be editing the video, but I have to record it again. But I'm not complaining really. You know, I get to do this video again, which means I get to add more ideas and I guess like make less errors than I did in my first video. Cause I ain't gonna cap y'all. My first video was like 40 minutes long, and I didn't feel like editing no 40-minute video, y'all. So right now it's shaping up. I think my time is good with this. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point. But the next song we have is Hood Rat, and it's just like Talking, where it's a song that grew on me. After a couple listens, I'm not gonna cap, because at first I was like, man, Hood Rat, it's not that good of a song. Cause I seen people on Twitter saying like, oh, Hood Rat is the best song on the album. Not in my opinion. Like, I don't think so, man. I think it's cool. It's a cool song, not gonna lie, but it's not like better than the other songs I have ahead of it. Hood Rat, it has a very catchy hook. Um, but like the verses were like something that I wasn't impressed with. And it also seems like a song that could have been on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, kind of, you know what? It kind of reminds me of like Runaway in a way, because of like how like bizarre the hook is, but it's so catchy. You feel me? However, the song was good, and I don't want to spend too much time talking on it because, like I said, I mean, we had to get the other songs too. I don't want to take up too much time like I did yesterday. The song was good. I don't think it's a song that was, just one of the best songs. It's not in my top 5. We gonna rank the songs at the end of this video, but it is a good song. So yeah, that's Hood Rap. All right, next we have, and now I would say we kind of like in the middle because I think this is the 7th song. Yeah. But next we have Do It. And just similar to Paid, it's more of an upbeat song. It kind of reminds me of like the New Orleans like bounce music. And I think that he sampled Back That Butt Up. I told y'all we're not using no profanity. No, no, no. We're not using no profanity, no. By Juvenile, I think he sampled that, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think I read somewhere that he sampled that song. Nonetheless, it was a pretty good song. YG's verse was decent. YG, he's not an artist that I'm always just like impressed with. Like, I think his older work is better than what he puts out now. So, but what was surprising was having Nipsey Hussle as a feature on here. Now, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this was a pre-recorded verse like that he had just sitting in the vault somewhere, and they just slapped it on here. But it was a pretty good verse. I'm not gonna lie, it was surprising, and I was like, hold on, nigga, that's Nipsey. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't heard like no Nipsey features or like just no Nipsey music in general since he's passed. Y'all let me know if I've been under a rock this whole time. I haven't heard like any posthumous music from Nipsey, but it's a decent song. Like, compared to the top songs that I have ranked on this album, it's decent. So yeah, we're gonna roll with that. All right, next we have Paperwork featuring Quavo. And this was a decent song, along with a decent Quavo verse. I think it would have, if you won't get Quavo, I think it would have benefited from getting Offset too. I'm not gonna count. That's just me though. I would put Offset on the song. I think he would have really fit on this song. He would have made this song pop. By the way, y'all, this side note, Offset is my favorite Migo. RP Take though, but Offset my favorite Migo, man. But anyways, this song it was kind of like very ominous. It could have fit on like a album like Yeezus, for example. But it was a decent song nonetheless. I mean, it's kind of like hood rat. Well, no, it's not. I don't know. It's in a similar way, it kind of is. Like it was cool, but it wasn't just like something that like popped on the album, you know. But it was a pretty decent song, you know. I enjoyed it. It's in my playlist, so I guess it's pretty good. As I said with some of these other songs like "Do It" and "Hood Rat," it's not, kind of like the upper echelon of this album, but it's a pretty good song. So yeah. All right, y'all. Now on to the next song, and we have "Burn." Now look, y'all. I'm kind of excited to talk about this song because this is my favorite song on the album. It kind of reminds me of the song "Believe What I Say." Yesterday, bro, let me tell y'all, yesterday, when I was recording this video, I could not think of that song for no reason. And now it just popped up to me. It just came to me out of nowhere. But yeah, it reminds me of the song "Believe What I Say" on Donda when he sampled that thing by Lauryn Hill. Kind of reminds me of that song, kind of like with the melody, also with Kanye's like the way he structured his verse, it kind of reminds me of that. But it's a perfectly crafted beat, in my opinion. I think this is Kanye's best verse on the album. Honestly, in my opinion, y'all could probably like I said, y'all could go in the comments, y'all can talk about it, y'all can let me know. Hey, so I think this was Kanye's best verse. I'm not gonna disagree with y'all because, like I said in episode 2, last episode, you should have watched it. But anyways, like I said, music is subjective, man. Everybody has their own opinion. So yeah, I think that Burn was a pretty good song. It was the best song out of the whole entire album, in my opinion. Like I said, y'all might think that other songs are the best, but Burn for me, it was pretty good. I don't know why, like I was about to burp. Like it looked like I was it looked like I was possessed for a minute. Did y'all see me? All right. Now, we're kind of like on the bottom half of the album. Next, we have the F Some song featuring Playboy Cardi, Travis Scott. Now, look, y'all, I'm not gonna count. This is one of my favorite songs. It's in my top 5. It's in my top 5 for the album. Um, it's a really fun song, and I really like the sample that he had in the beginning of the song with, I think it's one of 3 6 Mafia's members. I think it was like his single. I forgot. I think it's "Smoking on a J," something like that. But I think he sampled that song in the beginning. Yeah, I'm not just gonna act like I just knew that off the top of my head. I do my research, man. I do my research. I'm not just gonna come on here and just be yapping. Nah, we do our research over here. Over here on the Just Listen Lounge, we do our research. We come prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like we do this for real. But nah, it was a pretty good song. On the lip, the mic just touched my lip. But anyways, it was a pretty good song. I really like the verses from Playboy Cardi. Trav's was his was okay. His ad libs was better than the actual verse. But it was a pretty okay verse. But Playboy Cardi, he really had a good verse. It was a catchy hook. I think I said that already. I don't know, but it was a pretty catchy hook. Ty Dolla Sign with I'm trying to something right. Nah, I'm not gonna count. That was hard, but I know originally Future was supposed to be on here, but he got Playboy Cardi and Trav instead. So I'm not complaining though. But I would have liked to hear Future on here. I'm not gonna care. I think I heard his verse on here, but I just don't remember how it went. But I would have liked to see Future make the final cut for this song. But either way, F some really good song. All right, next we have the song "Vultures." Y'all, I'm really getting tired of hitting my lip on this mic. I'm really getting tired of doing this. Why am I leaning? Why? Anyways, y'all, I really just chatted. I kind of missed y'all this past week. I really just want to talk to y'all. But anyways, "Vultures" was the lead single for this album, and like a lot of people were very critical of it in the beginning. Like people were like, "Oh, this song, why would he put this out first?" It's like, bro, like you gotta let a song grow. You gotta give it a couple listens first before you actually make your full opinion on it. But it's a pretty good lead single, honestly. It was pretty. I think Dirk had a very good verse on this song. Kanye's his mumble rap performance was actually like pretty good because it's like he kind of went in his Cardi bag with it and his thug bag out more so I would say. And it was actually pretty good because we never really heard Kanye just like mumble on like an actual song, except for like demos and stuff, because like if you ever heard a Kanye demo, you know how it is with it. But yeah, I think that this was a pretty good song. I really like the he really showed love to like the Chicago sound, like the current Chicago sound. Really not even the current Chicago sound. It was more so like in the 2010s, which leads me to say that someone like Chief Keef would have really been on this song and it really would have like made the song. Like I think it really would have been a good surprise for the listeners, honestly, because like hearing Chief Keef Kanye on the song, it's like, dang, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Two Chicago guys, you know what I'm saying? That would been crazy. But all right, next we have the song Carnival. Now, a lot of people online love this song, rightfully so. It's a good song. It definitely was the rage song of the album, and it turned out to be probably the most fun song, and I guess like the most interactive song is going to be the most interactive song on this album. When they finally perform it, and it turned out to be one of the best. I'm gonna give y'all a little spoilers in my top three for my favorite album. My favorite albums. One of my favorite songs on this album. Another person I want to give flowers to. Let's give flowers. Let's clap it up for Rich the Kid, man. Let's clap it up for Rich the Kid. Let's clap it up for him. Rich the Kid probably revived his career with this verse. I'm not gonna care because that's all everybody was talking about when this album came out. They was like, oh my god, Rich the Kid had a great verse, which he did. His verse was good on this song. I'm not gonna cap. And then Carter, he also had a pretty good verse on here too. By the way, Kanye and a Cardi collab tape. Oh, look, man. Look, man. I'm just putting the idea out there. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Me personally, I would like that. I think that would be a pretty good album. It'd be a pretty, you know what? That might, now that we on that topic, imagine if Kanye and Cardi came out, like they announced they was coming out with a collab album. That album is never coming out. It's never coming out because those are two people who lie about their release dates a lot. Like, well, Cardi recently he's been dropping consistently, like his singles. He kind of like has like stopped, But Kanye, he's definitely someone that's like he said, oh, I'm dropping on this day. Then he never drops it. We went through the whole thing when he was saying like he was gonna drop Donda on different days, and he never dropped it. Same thing with this album. He said he was gonna drop it last year, like in December, but it never dropped. He said he was gonna drop it in January, didn't drop it. It just dropped at the start of February on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's kind of beside the point. But Carnival, it was a pretty good song, and Rich the Kid, I'm just saying, bro, you gotta strike, you gotta put out some fire now, because you came with this pretty good verse. Everybody gonna be expecting you to come hard with whatever song or whatever album you come out next. So look, man, we we looking for you now. We looking for some heat. You better come with it, Rich the Kid. I think a lot of people gonna be upset with you. All right, next, all right, y'all. Now we on the last three songs. And in my opinion, the last three songs really determines how your album is going to be ranked, in my opinion. But it's not gonna be the case most of the time. Because you have a really good album, like let's say you have 12 songs on the album and it's like nine good songs and the three are like bad or like not that good. I'm not gonna let the three, kind of diminish the quality of the album. Next, we have the song Beg Forgiveness, or is it Beg for Forgiveness? I don't know, but it's with Chris Brown. Now, look, y'all, in the beginning, Chris Brown and his vocals, it was very promising. But then after that, everything fell flat. The verses weren't that good, you know what I'm saying? I think this is probably like the worst song on this album. And it's not, not gonna say worst in a bad way. It's just like, it's not, it doesn't live up to all these other songs on the album. Because if you can make the argument that Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign didn't miss on this album, but with this song, I think it definitely was. I think it was a slight miss. I'm not gonna cap. It was a slight miss, but we ain't gonna talk about that too much. But I think that Beg Forgiveness, it was a pretty decent song. I mean, like I said, y'all, it was okay. It was too long actually. It was like 5 minutes. I think it was almost 6 minutes, honestly. I think it was like 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, but I know it was 5 minutes. I don't know about the 43-second part, but I think it was almost 6 minutes, which is like too long. And this is kind of hypocritical coming from somebody who loves the song Runaway by Kanye. It sounds like a song that could have been on Donda. I really like the background chants like forgive me. All like was that vocal, I don't know, but it was good. It was I really like that touch of it, but other than that, the song it really wasn't anything too impressive. So all right, with the second to last song we have Problematic. And this is also one of my favorite songs on the album. It was a good way to kind of like introduce like the I guess like decline, not like decline in a bad way, but like the end of the album. You know, like that the album was coming to an end. Um, but it had a good chorus. I really like the whole back and forth sequence between Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign. I think that was a very underrated part of this album. You know, everybody want to talk about these verses, and I think this was a very underrated part of this album. It also had a very good beat. And we all know that Kanye. We all know that he produced this entire album. I'm pretty sure he did. You know, it's Kanye. Like we know him. Basically, we know him for his great production and for his great music. You know, like the lyrics that come with that great production. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, man. Y'all, come on now. Like whenever I can get my words out, y'all should be able to correlate. It's like a telepathic connection that we should have. That you should know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, yeah, Kanye, and Ty Dolla $ign, they both did great on this song. And that's why it's gonna be very high on my rankings whenever we get to this. Lastly, song 15 is the song King, and it was a great outro. I think this song right here wrapped all this whole album up nice in a little bow, and it gave it out to us, man. Like I really like the message in this album. And basically the message that I picked up from this album was Kanye basically telling people like, look, man, no matter how much y'all try to cancel me for what I say and what I'm doing, I'm freaking Kanye West. Y'all can't cancel me. Y'all, I'm here to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best artists alive for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I picked up from it. Cause you know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been on Kanye head for like the better of like 2-3 years ever since him and Kim had, you know, their divorce or whatever the case may be, ever since his anti-Semitic comments that he said. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, I think that this was a really good outro. It finished the album off strong, and it was good Kanye verse. I don't know what else to say about this song, but it was very good, man. I'm very impressed with how this album turned out. It was a very good album. Nonetheless, I give it an 8.25. I think my rating is gonna go up. I think I'm gonna bump it up one more to like 8.5 after a while. But right now we gonna stick at 8.25 out of 10. Alright, now we are getting into the album rankings of the video. Starting off at number 15. By the way, y'all, Good Don't Die won't be ranked on this list. We didn't even review it, so I mean I'm pretty sure y'all could comprehend that it's not going to be on this ranking list. But coming in at number 15, we have Beg Forgiveness with Chris Brown. I told y'all it was probably the worst album on this song. I really didn't enjoy it as much. Number 14, we have Keys to My Life. It was the second song on this album. Like I told y'all, it was, oh, by the way, I didn't even compare them, but the comparison I was talking about when I said Keys to My Life, it's kind of similar to Beg Forgiveness, where like the verses, like the actual bulk of the song, like with the verses, wasn't that good, but the like vocal performances were very good. Number 13 is Paperwork. I told y'all I liked the song. It was a pretty decent song, but it's just not better than the 12 songs ahead of it. Number 12 is Do It. Um this is another song. It's pretty good. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, y'all. If some of these songs like seem like it's too low, it's not because I don't like the songs. It's simply because like they aren't as good as the rest of the songs ahead of them. So I have Do It at number 12. At number 11, I have Stars, which was the intro for the album, which was good. I really like the whole choir usage throughout this whole song, and also the Kanye verse. This intro right here really set up, you know, the rest of the album and really made it great. Number 10, we have Hood Rat. Some people might have it higher. I had it lower originally until, you know what I'm saying, I started really listening to it more and it kind of grew on me with You look like a piece of hallelujah. And then Kanye, that boy, Kanye snap. I ain't gonna cap. He snapped with that, bro. I wasn't tired of her sound. I ain't gonna cap. Them niggas sounded the same on that song. I ain't gonna cap. Number 9, we got paid. Kind of similar to Do It. It's like I said, it's an upbeat song. But it's just not better than the 8 songs ahead of it. If there was a bad album, it probably would have been higher. But it's never at number 9 right now. Number 8, we have Vultures. I told y'all what I thought about the song. It was a pretty good song. But I kind of like the feeling, like the tone of the whole song. But number 7, we have Talking. Pretty good song. I enjoyed it. Number 6, we have King. I told you I really like the message in that song. You know what I'm saying? That was basically Kanye telling them, if y'all, I'm Kanye West, bro. Who do y'all think y'all are trying to cancel me, bro? Like, come on now. Number 5, Problematic. I told y'all I really like this whole song, how it was crafted and how it was structured. Number 4, we got F Song. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna care. It would have been higher if we didn't have number 3, which is Carnival. Those songs are very similar, but Carnival is, I think, the better of the two, simply because of I really like the hook, and then like the verses in it were very good as well. All verses hit, you know, like F Song, all verses hit except for Travis Scott. So number 2, we got Back to Me. If number 1 went on this list, Back to Me would have been number 1. But it's at number 2 right now. I'm not gonna cap y'all, cause number 1 is Burn. I told y'all I really like this song. It's my favorite song on the album. I think it's the best song on the album, honestly. Because like I said, I think Kanye had his best verse on this song right here in particular. That wraps up the rankings. Once again, I rank this album 8.25 out of 10. With that being said, y'all, at the end of the video, I really hope that y'all enjoyed this album review, man. I really been meaning to get this out to y'all for like the past week, but like I said, I was sick last week. I couldn't record, couldn't do anything to really push out any content. So now we here though. We here now. That's all that matters. We here now. So don't beat me up. Don't stomp on me. You know what I'm saying? Don't jump me. Don't drag me. Don't do none of that, man. I'm still kind of getting over my sickness right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take medicine still to get over this. It's been hard because I hate taking pills. Anyways, that's beside the point with y'all, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video. The big thumbs up button. Not the dislike button, like the like button. Make sure y'all like this video. I'm gonna give y'all time to do it. Are you done? Okay. Since you are done, now go subscribe to the channel. It's right there. It's right beside my name. Or is it below my name? I don't know. But anyways, just subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Okay? Once you subscribe, make sure you turn on the post notification bell so you'll get notified whenever Kasa, me, this guy right here, whenever I post another one of these installments of Just Listen Lounge. I'm gonna give y'all some time to do those 2 things. Go on, do it. You should have been did it while I was talking. I was talking for like a good 30 seconds. You should have did it in that 30 seconds. It don't take that long to do it anyway. Make sure you share this video to all music connoisseurs and music lovers. Don't do that right quick. You should have did that too. Like you thought this was gonna be, nah, bro. You should have did that too. You should have went ahead and did that. Let me make sure. Okay, my mic's still on, but you should have went ahead and did that, man. If you didn't do it, I'm very disappointed in you. You're not a real one. You're not a listener. You're not a real listener. Anyways, I'm just playing, y'all. Just playing. Don't beat me up still. I'm sorry. I'm very skinny. I might be easy to slam on the ground. You know, but nah, for real. Make sure y'all go listen to Blazin by yours truly, Kasa, on all platforms. Make sure you go listen to We Run This Ish with CDOT KEEM featuring your boy Kasa, and make sure you go listen to Livin Life by Big DRIPPA. All these songs on all platforms. Y'all should know y'all should get the memo by now. Also, make sure y'all go subscribe to BHM. It's just 7 black guys. Like, bro, it's me, the two fellas I just mentioned, CDOT KEEM, Big DRIPPA, but they ain't Kobe and Jordan. My boy Austin, Kendrick, Q, J. By the way, my boy Jay, make sure y'all go listen to General Thoughts podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But back to BHM. It's just 7 black gentlemen having fun. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna say that. It's gonna say that in the title. Not in the title, but in the description. But anyways, make sure y'all go subscribe to us, man. We gonna try to get some uploads on there, man. We can't never get our schedules together, man. But what can you do? Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And until next time, we out.
Yeah, we changed them. I gotta bring the money to the family.